Well, I was really proud of our team. That was a heck of a bounce back game tonight. I thought we played one of our best games of the year. Defensively, we were on point. We got off to a great start. We flipped the turnover. We turned people over. We turned them over 20 times tonight, and they didn't turn us over as many. And some good individual performances, man. I've been coaching a long time. And I've had some really, really good players. I told Philly I've only had one other player ever get 20 rebounds in a game, and that's pretty cool. That was pretty cool.
It seemed like Friday night, Kelly, that Indy, when she drove, it was, I don't know if I want to say forced or off balance or what the right term would be, but just not as graceful. Whereas today, she seemed a lot more, not, I want to say determined, but normal, for lack of a better word.
Yeah.
What was it that she was doing Friday that just wasn't working versus today? It was.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, maybe part of it was how the defense was playing her. I do know this. Film session yesterday was very eye-opening. Everybody was honest with each other. And we challenged them, and she was one of them. And she responded. But, yeah, I don't know. I haven't had a chance to process that, but it was good to see. She was just a lot more assertive. Didn't kind of just throw some stuff up. She was getting into the defense a little bit.
That start for you guys, that just set the tone right off the bat. How important was it for you guys just to come out and kind of put USC on their heels right away?
Oh, well, really important. Yeah. And we've had some great starts this year, and some of the games we've really struggled, it started that way early. So, yeah, love the energy. Practice yesterday, you guys, one of the best ones we had. I think they were a little, not embarrassed, but they were disappointed in how we played on Friday night and how we coached. And I think they were really determined. And I could see it. I felt it all day long. I could feel like we were going to have a good performance tonight.
When Rhea goes for 33 and 16 or whatever it was the other night, did you challenge Philly for just what this matchup would be, maybe one of the better players she's faced?
Yeah, well, we did. We talked about her. We didn't really necessarily challenge Philly on it because we knew it'd be everybody. But, boy, she sure stepped up and did it. And I think the fact she got into foul trouble, she wasn't quite as dominant, wasn't on the floor as much. And I think that allowed us to really take control. But good on the defense. Our defense tonight was as good as I've seen us play. We played to the scout very well. They actually made more threes than I thought they were going to make, but our kids really executed well tonight. It was fun to watch. And even with Grace was just a little under the weather and was struggling to breathe a little bit, and we didn't need her to play a whole bunch. And she came in, did a good job. Hosendove filled in really nicely, and we didn't have to go small much tonight, which was really good. And I anticipate we won't have to do that as much. Right now we have a good four-guard rotation. It's great to see Taya Hansen bust out and have an amazing game. So I think it was just a really good performance all the way around.
About Kennedy, just what did you see getting her back and thoughts there?
She was really excited before the game. And you know what? The team was excited to have her back. And I thought that was really cool. They talked about it. They rallied around it. They were cheering during our pregame that this was going to be her first game. I thought she went in and did a pretty good job. I think did she get a couple of blocks? She got at least one. And, on a rebound, made her first basket. Didn't look afraid to shoot the little 15, 16-footer, which she's really good at. So that was a good first start for her. Happy for her.
I thought before the season that Indy was going to be that alpha figure for you, Kelly, and she has been. Mm-hmm. One, do you think she's aware that, I realize it's only a couple of games, but that she's literally leading the league in scoring in conference play through these first few games? And two, how much do you feel you need her to do that and be that like Sav was?
Yeah. Well, knowing Andy, she probably doesn't realize that. I don't know if she's the kind of person that would care about that. Secondly, we need her to do it. We don't have the luxury of having kids having off nights because we just don't have the deep bench to go to, even though, let's face it, I think the bench thing's overrated. Every coach this time of year plays 7 or 8. in meaningful games. That's it. We just don't have, if 7 or 8 aren't playing well, we can't go to 9 or 10. But India needs to just continue to do it more consistently. And like you said, in 3 league games, has done it, which is great. She's just got to continue to do it. Tahina was just a little off tonight, but I thought she had a great floor game. I really liked our synergy tonight. I just thought we were really dialed in.
Level of tenacity maybe from Philly? Are you starting to see that kind of develop, maybe a little bit of a mean streak? It seemed like she was pretty fired up a few times.
She was, yeah. You guys, this is going to be a fun journey to watch her from where she started to where she's now at and where she's headed. I mean, she was a dominant force out there against another really good center. And, yeah, I think, I don't know if she still understands how good she can be. And I got on her a couple of times tonight because she wanted some rest. I go, no, no. Just keep going. You can play through this. And she did. That's a bunch of rebounds. And she had to have had 9 or 10 in the first quarter. I don't know. But she set the tone early, like she was going to get everything. And she did.
You mentioned the synergy. One moment stuck out late. Chance misses a shot, and she runs back up the court. She's clapping her hands because Philly got the rebound. It was her 20th, and she puts it back.
Yeah.
For the losses you guys have weathered to the roster, how is it that it seems like you're in such a good place right now?
Yeah.
Conference play.
We've shown some great resilience, number one, because we have been through a lot. I mean, it seems like a long time ago that Sedona Prince, one of the better players in the conference, we lost her for the year, and then obviously a transfer and some injuries, and they're just playing through it. I think they really, really love each other. This is a good, close-knit group. They're fun to coach. And I know I've said that 100 times, and that makes a big difference. I think they're happy. They're playing happy. They enjoy each other. They're playing for each other. And it's it really is. And this was a good team. This is an NCAA tournament team we beat tonight. And we have some good wins on the resume. We just got to make that next jump and beat those teams that are ahead of us. But 2-1 going into the third week of conference is, we'd rather be 3-0, but that's not bad. We'll keep plugging. If you notice, there's a lot of teams beating other teams. This is going to be as good a conference season as I think we've ever had. There's a lot of depth. What happened in the Utah game? Did they end up pulling it out? That could have gone either way. They had 2 close games up there, and they've been so dominant. So we got some fun ahead of us, you guys. All right, and can I just say, our crowds this week were phenomenal. They were phenomenal. I think they're having fun. They're loud. Their kids are loving it. And so I just want to thank all the Duck fans for coming out. It's a lot going on these days. There was a lot of football and a lot of basketball today, and they're sharing their new year with us. So we really appreciate that. And I wish you guys all the best this year. All right, anybody want a weight challenge? You guys all look pretty good. I got to lose some more dang weight. 2023. Well, considering Grace Van Sluten, her dad and myself had a challenge last year, and we both gained weight in the 3 months we were trying to lose it. So I lost because I gained more weight than he did. But we got to all take care of ourselves in 2023. I turned 60 here in a short bit, and when you turn that age, you got to take care of business. So, Creppy, I'll put some money on it. I don't know if you're good for it. Can somebody hold the money? Yeah, you'd be the last one I'd trust with the money, Eric. Yeah. All right, you guys. God bless you.